All right, I'm here with DeMuslim, day 2 of NASL. Yesterday, you got eliminated in a really close series against Violet, but it was very entertaining to watch. I know that might be small consolation to you, but how do you feel today?
I feel pretty good. Yeah, it was a tough series. I knew Violet's kind of been my nemesis for a long time, and like the last time we played in a tournament, it was like 3-1 in my favor, but all the times before then, there's been like countless times he's beat me. He's always edged me out like 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, whatever. But yeah, I don't feel really down about the loss, you know. I felt I played really well. I felt this was kind of a big hurdle for me, playing pretty good on LAN, you know, in a pretty intense atmosphere and stuff, in a booth where you're like facing the guy and stuff. And I felt, despite nerves being a big part, I like managed to do comebacks in games. I managed to play pretty good, and I managed to multitask well, which is all stuff I haven't really been able to show on LAN. So despite losing, I felt it was a pretty big stepping stone for me.
And coming here and qualifying is actually kind of a big deal, just because there's only a few foreigners that even made it this far. Do you feel that, you know, you're taking steps forward? Maybe we'll see a breakout tournament win soon? What do you think?
I mean, I hope so. Like, that's always the hope. And NASL, like, it's always kind of been a tournament that I've done pretty okay in ever since season 2. But yeah, this season was like much harder than any other. Like, my group or my division had Sen, MMA, Stefano, Finale, like, just to name a few. So it was like really, really hard. But yeah, I did really well, and I felt I've played well the whole season. I felt I've become like a more well-rounded player, and it's not been like, one of my problems before has been I choke against like players that people think I'm supposed to beat, and then I let that pressure get on top of me and let like the comments get on top of me. But yeah, I'm reading comments less. I'm getting less involved with like reading Team Liquid forums and stuff. Like,
hey,
so no offense.
Are so nice.
Yeah, no offense or anything. But yeah, in general, like, people were very, very. If I did anything wrong at all or even slightly bad, like, instead of just being like, oh, you know, like, he was trying his best, he was nervous or whatever, it would just be like, man, that guy is so trash, like, I hate him. And it's like, whoa, why do I read this? Like, so I just kind of cut that out a bit. I also started like blogging about little life changes I'm going to make and stuff. And yeah, so far it's all going well. And if a tournament win was around the corner, like, I feel I deserve it now. I don't feel it's something that I kind of looked into.
Right now they're playing a hot show match. What do you think about the changes that they're making, and how do you think it's going to affect Turn in the future?
It's going to change a lot. The armory change alone. Oh, did I get you?
No.
Okay, good.
Did I fake you out there though?
Yeah, kind of a little. Yeah, I mean, the armory change alone, that's going to change a lot. Mech into air is going to be like really, really viable now. I've mainly thought about the changes for TVT. It's like bio into air isn't as good anymore, because one of the big things was you upgrade your mech, you upgrade your bio, but with the bio you still get to upgrade your air because you have a lot of gas left over, whereas the mech guy, it's like, oh, well, I upgraded my air anyway, so my air is going to be better than your air. So it's kind of a weird situation, but I like that they're changing a lot. Like, HOTS before, when I played the beta, this is when Warhounds were around, it just felt like I'm playing a kind of shittier version of Wings of Liberty. And I mean that in a bad way. The fact that like the main buildings had numbers on and everything was like a little easier. You didn't have to click as much and stuff. But yeah, now they're making it a new game, and that's cool. I want the refreshing like vibe back, you know, and I think that's exactly what they're doing, and it's cool. Before there weren't enough changes, despite there being new units and stuff. It was just like, these units are kind of silly, but you know, that's a beta, that's how it's meant to be. Whereas now they're hitting in on pretty good things. They're making it more versatile, more cool. They want units that weren't used before, such as the Reaper, used again, and I like what they're doing, to be honest. They're making it more fun. They're homing in on the fun factor, not just the balance factor. And, you know, with a lot of fun, if there are imbalances along the way, like Brood War had its imbalances, right?
Yeah, I think
like
so.
Overall, it turned out into a balanced game. But let's say, like, the main units of each race were pretty imbalanced, but everything, like, revolved around them. And then it wasn't like, okay, this is, like, ridiculous. It was like, okay, this is really fun to watch. This is fun to play. This is a good game, you know?
If you had to design a DeMuslim unit, what would it be?
Imbalance as hell.
If you could put in a unit into HOTS.
Would I have to like come out with a really good unit? Like,
Whatever you want, man.
Like a balanced unit?
If David Kim had to listen to you,
Oh.
like you could make one that's like really good for Terran, but then they would probably nerf it. So it had to be like one that is underratedly good, I guess.
If I came out with like an underratedly good unit, I'd probably come out with a unit that like a science vessel that heals mech, but not too much, you know, like maybe 9 hit points a second or something like the medevac is currently. I think that would be kind of cool. Like, it'd be kind of strong, but I'd like that instead of having to use SCVs to repair. And then it had spells that could kind of like shoot units away, you know, like kind of be like a magnetic, like boom, like sends it back like for range.
Vacuum.
Kind of like a reverse vacuum, you know, like it goes boom, and you like send it away, so your mech like can't, like, it would cost a lot of energy and it'd be one unit. But I think that'd be kind of cool for big units like Ultralisk, you know.
So it's like micro intensive.
Yeah, it would be a micro unit, but with its nice like, oh, I'm gonna attack, move, and heal stuff. So it'd be kind of cool. Like, it would be good for good players, but it'd also be good for bad players. That's just like an on the spot idea.
What if it could make like an energy ball, and you can control that energy ball, and it deals damage to everything that it touches? If we want to get
ridiculous, we can go for the energy ball idea, and then we can just like, you know, it follows your cursor around. So then you just like spam your cursor on the army, and it just goes like.
But it would have pretty slow move speed.
Oh, then screw that idea. Then hop it.
They'd have to avoid it.
Okay, let's go for the energy ball.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Energy ball, yes.
Call it the Ben Baker.
The Ben Baker energy ball. Is the Ben Baker energy ball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's big news. EG and TL working together. What do you feel about that?
It's good. I mean, you know as well as I do that, like, yeah, we've been like rivals and such. And although you're part of the web staff rather than the team, like Team Liquid and EG, like, we're actually pals. But yeah, we don't really, like, if you guys are winning a lot, we don't really like it.
You know why that is? Because if we win a lot and you guys don't, then it's a very, like, look at how they're doing, you know?
Well, not just that. It's just like when you guys win, like, your guys is the yours guys is the website that people go to, right? So it's like, we just did this, and it's like EG won like 10 things prior, and it's like, it's not on your website at all. And then you guys win one thing, and it's like, we won this, and like, we're gonna have this cartoon picture of us all on a freaking boat with like big beards and shit for our bearded players, and like, you know, big blue t-shirts for our big players, and then it's just like we're on a boat winning stuff, you know. Whereas us, like, not one mention of us guys winning these 10 things prior or anything, you know.
Are you saying that our news is biased? Come on.
Yes.
We had like
but like, okay, serious note, like. It's nice to have friendly rivalries, you know, like foreign rivalries. If you have Rhett that's winning lots of foreign tournaments, and we have, like, let's say Idra winning lots of foreign tournaments, both foreign zones, both very much loved, and you know, if they clash, they clash. If, like, it's just nice to have people on both sides. If you have a monopoly and one guy or one team's doing everything, that's boring. Like, you need somebody to cheer for and against, you know. And the Team Liquid EG thing do exactly that. You guys are the good guys, us guys are the bad guys. We're also really cool and stuff, and you guys are like, yeah. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Do you think that
jibble jabble?
There's like a lot of talk about how the scene is stagnating a little bit. Do you feel that you're in a position where maybe you don't feel that just because you're on EG and it's just like you're kind of a little spoiled in terms of like how like EG never really had any money troubles, or like their players are generally well taken care of? Do you feel that you're not as connected with the commoner pro gamer? You know what I mean?
I see where you're going. And the common pro gamer. Okay.
He's toiling away in his basement trying to reach GM.
Okay, well, that's the common, like, wannabe pro gamer, right?
Right, okay. So the common pro gamer that's on a team, doesn't make that much money,
but tries to be the best.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, this European guy that's actually very good. And okay. Why
are you European?
Well, Americans get everything they want anyway. It's like if you're an American, you do fairly well. You're always in the news and stuff. It's like, oh, this American did well. It's because there's not that many of them, you know. So, for example, okay, when MLG first came out, and it was like the Europeans didn't get the chance to compete or anything, and it was like quite a lot of Americans did okay. And if you sent like any of the top 40 Europeans over, they'd have like finished top 10, like pretty. I think
we'll never know.
Like, well, I mean, we sent out Saki and Sho for like some early ones, and then we sent out like Naniwa, and they all did like pretty well.
Well, Naniwa won one of them, so that was pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, and then like Jinro from Team Liquid just went over and bopped some hose and stuff, like did pretty well. But
back in the day,
saying that I can't relate to them, I mean, currently I'm in a good position. I mean, EG, they don't have many troubles, but to say I can't relate at all, like. When I first moved to Germany, I moved to Germany with a €400 salary, and I had to pay for rent, food, and everything, and I had to survive on like tournament winnings and stuff. So, I can relate. Like, still, that's probably a better position than a lot of people are in still now. But I worked hard, and I still work hard. And with EG, like, even though we don't have many problems, so to speak, like that a lot of teams have, there's still problems. Like there's still stuff that you need to do. You need to like stream multiple hours. You need to do all these things for the media, for the sponsors, be it like. We have, I'm actually cool with it. Like, we're all cool with it because we know what we have to do. It's stuff that we have to do.
EG picks up a player that's usually very, very comfortable with that kind of stuff.
Right. So, like that's one of the big things. You have to pick up somebody that's comfortable in interviews. You pick up somebody that's presentable. That's a really big thing. If you're good at the game and you're paid to win, then that's what you're going to do. But a lot of what EG does is we pay people that are good. But we also pay people that are likable, nice, or hateable. We pay people to. Hateable. I mean, that's how it rolls. You pick up people that make an impact, in one way or another. And if that's being good vocally and stuff, or being good drama-wise, then that's who you are. That's why you are. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to relate to the common pro gamer now. I don't like that word, but like.
I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean?
Everybody's been there. Everybody's done it. Like, if you look at Idra, before he went to Korea and stuff the first time, like, nobody was earning any money. People were playing, like, 70 hours a week anyway with one tournament of the year to look forward to, Like, things have changed dramatically. And even for Warcraft 3 player like myself, like, things weren't good. Like, so... But yeah, it's getting harder to relate. But no, we're not on this plateau where we look down upon everybody. No, where everybody's working very hard, and the people in EG, like, we don't work any less than anybody else. In fact, we probably do more. So yeah, I don't find it insanely hard to relate.
And what's your okay? So not to drive this too far forward, we're all young, still thinking about our futures. Do you think pro gaming? You're going to be a pro gamer for a really long time?
I mean, that's a tough question. It's one that nobody can really say, like, for sure, because, like, things can happen, But I'd love to be a pro gamer for as long as I can, whether that's 5 years, whether that's 3 years, whether that's 10 years plus, I'm still seeing improvement in my play, which, that's cool. That's a cool feeling. If you hit a wall, that sucks. Like, that sucks for anybody. If you're 20... and you feel you're not getting better, and you're getting, if anything, you're getting worse, and that's a really unfortunate feeling. I'm 22, but I still feel I'm improving. And yeah, I'd love to stay pro gaming as long as I still love the game. And StarCraft 2, like, I feel a sense of love is like rekindled. I like, and a lot of it's been because Blizzard has said, like, okay, we're seeing problems with the game. Like, before I felt very much like, like, well, imbalance is something that I am kind of vocal about. It's something that I just wanted Blizzard to be very aware of, that, hey, like, there's some things that are easier in this game than others. Not necessarily that this race is definitely going to beat this race, but that things were... I didn't feel Blizzard was caring as much as they should be. And I mean, a lot of the community... Like, this is why I've stopped reading a lot of the community stuff. Like, all this, like, save hots and stuff and blah, blah, blah. When that whole...
It must have helped a little bit, though.
No. Like, I'll tell you right now, no. That was stupid. Like, that even got me down. And I played the game professionally for a living and stuff, Like, that got me down. Like, yeah, I want to play games for as long as I love them. And right now, yeah, I'm in love with StarCraft 2.
And I'm in love with the changes they're making.
They're pretty good.
It's like ready to dodge some fungals.
Ready to dodge some fungals? That's going to be so good. Have you seen the Dark Shrine buff?
Yeah? What about it?
100.
So? DTs are easy to deal with. You got a lot of stuff that hits them.
Do you realize now you can go, like, one gas DT build? Like, you're looking at this one gas, like, guy, right? And he's making a Nexus, and it's like, oh yeah, the follow-up to this is like an extra 2 gates and a robo. But no, now the follow-up to that can be anything. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but you have this, like, spider mine that's insane.
It doesn't hit invis anymore.
Oh. But it's still insane.
It's still Imba,
Yeah.
but it's cool.
Shh, don't tell him to nerf that.
Okay.
And you get Seeker Missile for free.
Yeah, like the main change that I'm really happy with is the medevac. Having speed boost, that's really like cool. And having the heal thing, that's
Who
really
cares
cool.
if the DT's in your base? They just SCVs just tank it with the heal.
I just have a medevac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get one armor upgrade and then just heal past it, you know?
And are you going to be going to Korea, playing Pro League maybe?
I'd like to.
You think you'd be able to do well? There's a lot of people competing for those Pro League slots on EG Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. If I think how well I'm currently playing now, am I Stefano level? Like, the answer is no. But do I feel I'm close? Do I feel I can beat people that can beat Stefano? Like, yes. Like, I feel it's a complete roundabout world, you know? Like, if people compare me to Tasia, they'd say Tasia's better. But do I believe I can maybe do better in some situations or against some players? Like, possibly, yeah. So, I mean, if I said, like, one of the strengths right now that I have as a foreigner that I've been playing on foreign ladders is my style's probably a lot different to some of these Koreans that are, like, that they're used to playing and stuff. And if I was put in a lineup and I was against, let's say I was against a very famous player from the Brood War scene like Flash. In fact, I'll go for someone less famous than that because I don't want to like say anything stupid. But somebody that a lot of Brood War guys have a lot of respect for, be it Fantasy or Bisu or whatever. Like, I don't have that mental attitude where I'm like, this guy is a legend, you know, like, of course I know about him, I've watched VODs of him, but I don't have this mental block built into me, you know, so I feel I'd be a fresh player that can go into that situation and give it my all without a worry, because a lot of these guys are like the Kesper teams, you know, in Pro League and such, and I feel I can do quite a bit.
Well, let's hope you get in there, and hopefully we win the next couple matches.
That'd be nice.
First, the start didn't go as well as we hoped.
Yeah, I mean, 4-0 is not quite as well as you want it to, but hey, the only way is up, Ken. Yeah. The only way is up.
I know. I hope so. Okay, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Hope everything goes well for you in the future.
Thank you very much.
You want to do some sponsor shoutouts?
Thank you for our title sponsor, Raidcall. Very awesome. Thank you, by the way, Hotbit, for that. Thank you to Intel, Monster, SteelSeries, Kingston, Beyond Gaming, Sapphire, Inwin. All been awesome. Thank you very much for putting where I am, and thank you to the fans and supporters. I've received, like, this is one of the only times I've actually read the forums recently, and I received a lot of positive feedback and support, so thank you very much. I promise not to let you guys down in the future, and yeah, I'm a different Muslim.
Thanks.